trend of mass shootings that has emerged in the U.S. recently is tragic and disturbing. Thousands of Americans have been directly affected by the loss of loved ones, and millions more have been affected in the communities surrounding these incidents. Now, when a shooting happens, the tendency is to want to put the blame on something, be it inadequate gun control, inadequate mental health services, violent video games affecting people and turning them hostile. But these social issue bandwagons are all debatable as causation of these shootings, but one sticks out to me as far more purposeful and blatant than the rest, and that is mainstream media coverage of shootings. And when I'm referring to mainstream media, I'm talking about big news corporations such as CNN, Fox. The mainstream media coverage of mass shootings is largely flawed, from inaccurate initial reporting to blatant circulation of sensitive information. Now, when a story breaks about a shooting, mainstream media is often quick to jump on this, and they'll sacrifice accuracy in exchange for being the first and the loudest voice. Now, we do live in the digital age, and we expect to get our information quickly, and oftentimes as the situation is unfolding. However, this mentality has sort of shifted the mainstream media approach to use a current and tragic situation in an attempt to boost views and traffic. And they'll even go to the extent of covering unrelated material, such as the setup for a press conference, just so they can hold people's attention. Now, when more details are actually released about the shooting incident, the media will report and circulate information about the shooter and shooting that would best be left anonymous. And when I say this, I'm referring to the name of the shooter, their picture, the exact death toll, and precise times when the incidents took place. Now, the effect of this precision is a sort of characterization of both the shooter and the shooting, which causes them to develop this persona of their own. And I can demonstrate this pretty accurately. For those of you who have maybe followed shooting stories as they were happening, I can say the Aurora Theater shooting. I can say the Charleston church shooting. Chances are, with one of those two, you probably know the name of the person, you might know the number, you might know the demographic they were targeting. And as an even bigger example, I can just say Sandy Hook. I don't even need to say shooting afterwards. You probably know the name, you'll know the face, you know the number, you know the target. Simultaneously, information that deserves to be shared by the media, such as the names and faces of the victims, that is neglected, at least until later, when the story has sort of blown over. Now, the media is not oblivious that certain information is more sensitive and should be left unreported. And to show just how blatant it can get, I'm going to show this quick video.
I will not name the shooter. I will not give him the credit he probably sought prior to this horrific and cowardly act.
Yeah, and Michaela, here's what we can tell you about him. We do know his name, and we are reporting it. He's 26 years old. His name is listed himself as Lithium Love. He talks about two recent shootings, including the one of the Virginia reporters, in which he says, quote, when they spill a little blood, the whole world knows who they are. Seems the more people you kill, the more you're in the limelight.
So yeah, what you just saw, the first clip was the wishes of the local sheriff in the community that was affected by the recent Oregon community college shooting. It was his wishes that information about the shooter be left anonymous, that they not draw attention to him. The clip immediately following that was CNN releasing that exact information. And the video was edited, but these two clips happened within minutes of each other. This is extremely blatant, and the media knows what they're doing. However, the media is also very quick to blame anything other than itself for causing the shooting, when in reality it may be the biggest influencer. The characterization of the shooter and the shooting effectively ranks these events and establishes a precedent that individuals at risk of committing similar crimes strive for. Recent studies have also shown that shooting incidents are contagious. I saw one shooting I saw one study where it said that one shooting increases the likelihood of another happening within the next 2 weeks. And this is not dependent on location. The shootings don't pop up around the location where the original one happened. It is spread. It's dotted across the continental U.S., which seems to imply that the media is playing a significant role in spreading these contagious shootings. So, in conclusion, the media is quick to jump on breaking news about shootings and will sensationalize the details, drawing more attention to the shooter and his crime. And because of this, the media seems to play a very large role in spreading these contagious shootings. My thoughts about this issue are most accurately summed up by a quote from Jack Levin, a criminologist at Northeastern University. And he says it very succinctly. He said, "We are making celebrities out of monsters." And I think that's time. It's time that changes.